Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend is going well. I have some very big news to share with you all. We have a couple, or I should say three institutions that are taking larger positions in the crypto market. First is a $10 billion asset manager that has followed the SEC to build a new Bitcoin fund. We also have a wealth manager that has increased their exposure to the Bitcoin trust via Grayscale by 40%, so taking a larger position. In addition, a New Jersey pension fund has started investing in Bitcoin mining companies. And finally, a retailer across North America, both Canada and the United States, will be launching crypto ATMs in their stores. So big adoption news, all important. We're going to go through it. Before I get into it, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin Crypto Exchange, which has low fees. Why pay high fees? Buy, sell, trade your crypto, and don't pay high fees, guys. You can use OKCoin, link in the description. Also, please be sure to sign up for my free weekly newsletter. It's all crypto insights and knowledge, no spam. Link in the description as well. So check out this crypto meme. I thought it was good. Normal people with a time machine. I am your grandson. Wow, really? So normal people would go back and see their grandparents or great grandparents. Me with a time machine. I'd like to buy some Bitcoin right now. I think many of us, if we had a time machine, we would probably, maybe we'll go see our family first and our ancestors, but then a second on the list, go back in at certain price points and buy the dip, right? So I thought that was funny. So let's take a look at the market here. Bitcoin over $34,000. We're seeing green across the board. Nothing too ridiculous, or I should say spectacular. There is green, so I'm happy about it. Bitcoin's over 34, Ethereum over 2,100. So we're seeing some upward movement, and we've been tracking this obviously since the B Word conference. And here, Will Clemente just tweeted out another bullish volatility breakout on the 1 hour chart for Bitcoin. So we are seeing upward momentum. Now, as I stated before, guys, Bitcoin could, there's a probability, a likelihood that it could go down again before heading back up. But the big macro level takeaway is we have another bull run left in this bull market. So we had one run up, our correction, and I think there's another one that's going to take us to $100,000 plus. Some people are calling for $300,000 or 200, but I don't know if we're going to get there. Would I be happy if we get there? Of course, but I want to keep things realistic as well, right? And we'll see. And remember, the market moves with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin goes to 100. Watch what happens with Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano, and so forth. The altcoins will follow. Now, here's the big news, my friends. $10 billion asset manager registers new Bitcoin fund with the SEC. Stone Ridge Asset Management, the parent company of New York Digital Investment Group, or NYDIG. Now, we've talked a lot about NYDIG. They're doing big things, right? And it says here, has been actively pursuing new investment vehicles for Bitcoin. On Friday, Stone Ridge's open-end mutual fund revealed a new Bitcoin-focused investment strategy. So it's these big whales and institutions, the big Wall Street players, are looking for different avenues now to set up funds and investment vehicles and all kinds of investment schemes, so to speak, for the crypto market. They see the money that's on the table and they're coming for it, right? And this is just the start. And remember, game theory suggests you have one of them do it, the others will follow as well. So the prospectus for the Stone Ridge Bitcoin Strategy Fund appeared on the SEC website on Friday through the actual filing dated July 26, 2021. The fund is part of an investment portfolio of Stone Ridge Trust, an open-end investment company registered in Delaware. According to the prospectus, the primary investment objective of the Stone Ridge Bitcoin Strategy Fund is capital appreciation. I like that. The fund seeks exposure to Bitcoin via futures markets as opposed to spot purchases, as explained below. So here's the actual verbiage. The fund pursues its investment strategy primarily by investing in Bitcoin futures contracts and in pooled investment vehicles that invest directly or indirectly in Bitcoin, collectively Bitcoin-related investments. The fund does not invest in Bitcoin or other digital assets directly. And you know why, guys? You may say, well, why are they doing that? Well, there isn't regulatory clarity yet. And I think once we get like the Bitcoin ETFs, that's why I keep saying when more than one Bitcoin ETF gets approved, the floodgates are going to open. These people are going to jump straight in because they have the regulatory clarity there. There's less risk for them, right? And there's a lot of funds, a lot of hedge funds and retirement funds and so forth that are ready to jump in, but they need that ETF and additional clarity. So very bullish news. Now, something to note, they are the parent company of NYDIG. If you recall, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. NYDIG partnered with NCR to bring crypto purchases to 650 banks. Amazing. So this was bullish news that we covered a couple of weeks ago. So as I said in my videos then, keep your eye on NYDIG. Big connections here. Benjamin Lawsky and all types of folks in the Wall Street circles. Big time investment firm there. Now, check this out. Edge Wealth Management LLC increased its exposure to Bitcoin by over 40% in Q2. So the adoption and acquisition and buying of the dips continues for these wealthy individuals and institutions. So Edge Wealth Management has disclosed ownership of 54,134 shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, in a 13 FHR form filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, representing a 43.95% increase in the 37,605 shares it held in April. They bought the dip. And I hope you see what's happening here. We also saw recently that Rothschild's Investment Corp bought more of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So did Kathy Wood of ARK Invest. They are buying up while retail investors are scared and, oh no, the price is going to go down and blah, blah, blah. These people are buying up. And I've been buying the dip as well, not financial or investment advice, but you look at the historical patterns and the adoption and what's happening right now with inflation, and a lot of these institutions are getting in. So big move on their part. Edge's move over the past quarter took place with the Bitcoin price while the Bitcoin price experienced a significant decline, now trading 50% below its previous high in April. This demonstrates a buy the dip mentality among institutional investors who are enjoying lower prices to accumulate more Bitcoin, something Grayscale CEO Michael Schonenstein also recently commented on. Bullish news. Now, you want more bullish news? Here we go. New York Pension invested $7 million in Bitcoin mining stocks last quarter. The $30 billion pension took stakes in Riot blockchain and Marathon Digital Holdings in a first for the state. Guys, you got governments and pensions and endowments and institutions and Wall Streeters and corporates. Everybody's taking a share of this pie. They're buying the dip. They're getting in. If you're still on the fence, do you not see what is happening here? I mean, it's clear as day, right? And we're not making this stuff up. This is what's reported. It's from SEC filings. It's public records. This is happening right before our eyes. And, you know, I've said it many times, count yourself lucky that you recognize what's happening here. You're buying the dips, buying the lows. And obviously, we're waiting for the new all-time highs, which will follow as adoption and more of these folks getting into the market. So the state-managed pension ended June with $3.66 million in Riot blockchain and $3.39 million in Marathon Digital Holdings, according to disclosure documents. New Jersey's Common Pension Fund D has $30 billion in total assets for state employees. Wow, guys. And if you recall, I interviewed the CEO of Marathon Digital Holdings, also publicly traded right now, and they're holding a lot of Bitcoin. If you haven't seen my interview, with Fred Thiel, who's the CEO of Marathon. I'll put a link in the description. Be sure to check that out. But amazing what is taking place, guys. I hope you see, and you're not just focused on price. Price is important. That's the value of your portfolio, but you have to look at the timeline, the market cycles, the adoption, the infrastructure that's being set up. Finally, Circle K has become the first major retail chain to deploy Bitcoin ATMs within its stores. 700 plus in 30 plus states are already installed. Bitcoin Depot now has an international partnership with Circle K that spans across both the US and Canada. Guys, the on and off ramps are being set up on every avenue where it targets different demographics. I wouldn't be one to go buy crypto from an ATM. I know how to do it online. There are going to be people who are going to buy Bitcoin and crypto from an ATM and even cash it out on an ATM. Now you may say, well, dude, who the hell is going to do it? The world does not revolve around just you and I. There's people in different walks of life, different demographics, and they're setting up the infrastructure based on what people trust, what they know, right? A lot of what we do on, understanding crypto and wallets and the addresses and all of that, it's a bit difficult for new people, right? There is some friction there, some roadblocks, but you tell somebody, hey, you can go buy it from this ATM. They already know how to use an ATM. They've been using it all their life. It's going to be very easy. And this is the adoption news that makes me so bullish. And this is confirmed via press release. They're setting up everywhere. I've interviewed a couple of people who have crypto ATMs as well, crypto ATM companies, I should say. And amazing to see this happen. So let me give you some more details. Bitcoin Depot ATMs are kiosks that enable users to exchange cash for cryptocurrency, allowing for simple in-person transactions that give users immediate access to Bitcoin and over 30 other cryptocurrencies. The growth of digital currency has led to large retail companies finding growing interest in Bitcoin ATMs. As one of the world's leading convenience and fuel retailers, Circle K is the first major retail chain to deploy Bitcoin ATMs within its stores. And remember, we talked about Coinstar and that where you can take your coins and your change and put it into the machine and get cash. Remember, they started selling crypto through their machines. It's happening, and I even hear there's a local liquor store that you walk up to the front door and guess what's on the front door? We accept Bitcoin and crypto. It's happening, guys. Adoption, and I hope you are patient and you see what's happening, and you're playing the long game. You're playing the macro level game, and you zoom out when you're in doubt. Zoom out and look at where we've come from and where we're going. And there's huge adoption news. I mean, just even the biggest of the biggest here, these asset managers, wealth managers are jumping in, and obviously we talked about this past week, JP Morgan, they are now allowing their clients to invest in crypto. The dominoes are falling all around us. So guys, what do you think about this? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video. Be sure to tell your friends and family about this channel if they want to learn about crypto. We take a fact-based approach here, no hype, and let's learn about crypto. Let's invest in it. Let's make money. I will talk to you guys later.